Hi.
Hello.
I'm Carol from the area. I think I spoke on the phone earlier.
Oh, right, yeah. Hello, I'm Alex, I'm the new president.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
And what's the area up to then?
I've been just trying to get around to all the colleges and meet everybody that I'm going to be working with, starting to do a bit of FE unions development and training, taking over from my predecessor left off, so it's all going quite well. I'm just like getting into it.
FEs, yeah.
How's it going here?
Oh, not too bad, you know, we've got off to quite a political start, you know, myself and the new executive, we don't seem to be doing too badly. Have you not got yourself a chair? You might be able to get one at Marie's office, and just go across the corridor for a minute. Hello again.
So, I was going to ask you, what kind of involvement as your university tended to have with the area in the past?
Well, it's been mixed. I mean, I've not really been involved in the area that much, but I think my predecessor Ian did quite a bit from time to time, but it seemed to be very, very FE orientated, you know, and with a big HE like us. I mean, the area didn't really seem to do that much for us. I'm for example, on political issues, the area hasn't really seemed to be very active.
What about things like training and kind of course support representation, those kind of issues? I mean, I think those are things that we're quite keen to prioritise.
Yes, well, we've got quite a good course rep structure, and so we've got our in-house training programmes. I'm, for example, I'll be going on about 6 of the NUS training courses over the summer. So, our research and welfare officer has got a very good programme that we've evolved over a few years. So, the area doesn't really know nearly as much as we do.
So you don't even feel it's something that would be productive for us to feed into at all?
Well, I'm sure if you wanted to get some ideas from us, you could do.
Right. What about in terms of campaigning then? Presumably you think this is more of a legitimate role for the area to play?
Yeah, well, and obviously the area's got, sorry, could you just repeat that?
I was talking about in terms of campaigns. I mean, presumably you see this as being the legitimate role of the area.
Well, yes. But I mean, obviously the area can't run campaigns on its own.
Yes.
I mean, the area I think has got quite limited budgets, well, I think the main campaigning function of the area really should be as a pressure on the NEC, and I'm glad you singled out campaigning, because we've just got a petition together which we've just put through our last union general meeting.
Right.
We're trying to censure the NEC about their complete lack of attention to the anti-racism campaign. I can print you out a copy in a minute if I just have a quick flip through. I'm just saying which bits you might consider relevant, but I think the area might like to take it up, because obviously it's a very important issue. We've got a lot of overseas students, and anti-racism is quite a hot topic here. And the NEC has obviously been refusing to prioritise it, and not spending very much of all of our hard-earned money at all. And I think obviously that while the area might want to do things, its main function I think would be to try and pressure the NEC to do something with the NUS's massive resources.
Well, I think as I...
Come in.
Hi, I'm Claire Winston from the area.
Mohammed Ayub, Community and
Nice to meet you.
Liaison Officer. Have a seat.
Thanks.
How can I help you?
Well, basically I came in to have a chat about the student union here. I thought maybe you could give me some kind of background on what's been happening in the past and what kind of relationship you've had with the area in previous years, and how does service like this year sort of develop from that?
In the past, the history of NUS has been really bad. The conveners in the past haven't done their job properly. We're not really satisfied of what the NUS has done or are doing. Their activities are not, some of the activities are not acceptable to this college.
What kind of thing are you talking about when you say that some of the student unions activities aren't acceptable?
I think most of the area convenors, they come here, they talk to the students, set up committees, and use college time and NUS funds. There is no such a discipline in there, and that is something what needs to be looking at as early as possible.
So you think there's a problem in terms of discipline? That's the area that you identify as being the biggest problem?
It's a huge problem. That problem needs to be sorted out if the NUS has to be successful.
What do you see my role as then? Ideally, what do you think I should be doing?
I think you should be coming into the college, to meeting the committees, guiding them on what sort of line to toe, at the same time giving them appropriate training to make sure that they are working successfully within the college, to give a good image of the students, of the college, out in the community. Otherwise, the way things are going at the moment, there's too many problems, and I don't think it gives a very good name to NUS or our college.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's very important, and definitely I see my role as like a kind of guidance role, and helping with training of the executive committee so that they know what their job is, they know what the role of the student union is, and they sort of stick within their brief to sort of representing students and so forth, rather than some of these activities that you maybe identify as being a problem. And I think in the sense of kind of making sure that they have like a very good idea of what their job is, and they know that they have our support. I would agree with you on that, definitely.
Don't you think this NUS is all about politics and self-interest, and NUS funds are wasted in a way?
Well, I think definitely in terms of the job that I do with the area, it's very difficult. Even if I wanted to, for me to be very kind of like interested in political campaigning, because we have very limited resources, and like most of the time and resources that we do have, we spend on doing like union development and support. We don't have the money to run big campaigns even if we wanted to, and we don't see that as being our priority anyway. We see our priorities being with working and visiting local student unions and giving them support in those sort of terms.
You see, one of the things which is more important, that your officers, the committee members, they think once they are elected to represent the students, they just sit in their offices all day long, maybe encouraging the people into drugs and all that. The officers are actually doing that, and that sort of thing shouldn't be allowed within NUS. And it is whether people...
Yeah, I'm Claire, I'm from the area. I just want to have a chat about how the area can participate in maybe kind of using welfare information that you have here to provide some kind of data bank of welfare information for other colleges in the area.
Well, what kind of stuff?
Well, I don't know very much about welfare because I don't have much background in it, but I think it's quite important that we expand the provision we have in that area, and I was hoping that you'd be able to help me with that.
Well, I don't know, we've really got a great deal of stuff here. Is this going to be like something to take a lot of time? Because...
No, not at all. Just giving me access to some of the stuff that you've got, so I could go through some what would be useful. Maybe if you could give me some guidance on what you think might be useful for FE students in particular, probably.
Well, yeah, you can come and have a look. You're welcome to go through the stuff with me if you like, but I haven't got a lot of time because I don't know if you met this year's exec, but things aren't really going very well at the moment. And, I'm just really stuck for time, and everything just seems to be on my desk all the time. It's just, if I got some help from part-time, it's ever, it wouldn't be so bad, but I'm not doing so. And the pressing, have you met him?
Yeah, I met him.
That's he's just an absolute idiot.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a quick definitely.
Well, that's it, you know, as a football, you've got less than a football team, so...
Yeah, yeah, you can tell.
But, you know, it's just like, because he does nothing, he leaves it all for us, and I mean, I'm just really under that pressure at the moment, and, you know, anything else is just going to be...
Yeah, sure, appreciate that.
It's just, I'm getting to screaming point with him, it's just ridiculous trying to get everything done, it's so frustrating, get up to meetings, I mean, one of our set meetings, it's just a jog, I mean, I left the other day, because I just couldn't stand it, and it's just like, what's the point of doing any of it? I mean, some days you just don't really get anything done, and yet everything's there, and people just fucking around all the time.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. If you want to come in and go through some stuff, okay, but it's going to take a lot of time, I really can't do it, you know.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I know how you feel, it's like, you know, it's just as bad as the area office, it's just like a nightmare, I like, know how you feel.
It couldn't possibly be as bad anywhere as it is here, because I'm telling you, this isn't what I expect, you know, this just isn't what I was elected to do, just like arguing with everybody else, and just like doing other people's work all the time, I can't cope, it's ridiculous. They're not part-timers are there, that's not even going to help and give you any support. It's ridiculous. We could get more material produced if they ever came in, but you know, no backup from the president. I mean, I don't know where he is half the day.
Yeah.
Just seems to stroll in what time he likes and stroll out what time